Hi, my name is Steven Reynolds, and I'm here to tell you a story. It's an entertaining story because in it I get hit by a car. A few things I want to go over before I continue on with my story is that it's always a good idea to push the button that turns on the lights that notifies the cars around you that the pedestrians are crossing the street. Also, if there's a hedge, if there's an island in the middle of the road with an overgrown hedge in it, obscuring your vision of the other side of the road, it's a good idea to proceed carefully across the street. And thirdly, if you're riding your bike, it's always a good idea to wear your helmet. Now on with the story. I was sitting in my room as a freshman in high school, and I realized that I was late to my least favorite class of health. I shut off my computer and I got on my bike. On my bike, I was riding downhill, and I had the weirdest vision. My thought went something like this: I wonder what would happen if I got hit by a car today. Later, down the hill, making that vision a reality, I didn't push the button that turns on the light that notifies the cars that you're crossing the street. As I looked left, there weren't any cars. As I looked right, there was that hedge that was obscuring my view. So, late for school, I quickly proceeded across the street, and as I came across the hedge, I looked right, and there was this black sedan zooming right towards me. With only milliseconds to react, all I could do was brace for impact. Thankfully, my bike took most of the damage, and I was thrust against the windshield and bounced off of it. Flying through the air, everything was in slow motion. My thought went something like this: did I just get hit by a car? I just got hit by a car. Wait till I tell all my friends at school that I just got hit by a car. Wait, I just got hit by a car. Maybe I don't have to go to school. And then I hit the ground. Still being in slow motion, skidding across the asphalt felt like the softest carpet I've ever felt. Basically, to summarize everything that happened, I just broke the law by carelessly proceeding across the street. The police officer that was right behind the sedan saw me sitting on the curb when I threw my bike off of the street and came up to me and gave me my shoes and told me that he found my shoes 25 feet away, and judging by the distance of the shoes, that the car that hit me was going 35 to 40 miles per hour. Shortly later, the paramedics came. They asked me if I was alright, and I told them that I just got hit by a car. I was still loopy. They took me on a stretcher and then took me to the hospital. At the emergency room, the nurse started asking me some questions. My mom came in a minute later because she works at the hospital, and my dad came shortly afterwards, and he was very concerned. One of the nurse's questions, among many, like what my name was and when I was born, one of the questions was what my religion was. Jokingly, I told her that previously I didn't have any religion, or any preference for religion, but being hit by the car traumatized me and altered my viewpoints forever, making me become a Seventh-day Adventist. After that, she showed me my helmet, and there was a big dent in it. If it weren't for the helmet, that dent would have been in my head, and I would most likely be dead. In conclusion, it's very good to wear a helmet. When crossing the street, push the button, it turns on the lights. And also, if you can't see both sides of the road, proceed with caution. And remember, if you're riding your bike, on a snowboard, or even riding a dune buggy, always wear your helmet. Thank you. Yeah.